This is the marine riser reversing tool. This is designed to assist with the clean out of risers. Currently, wellbore clean out companies have a little bit of difficulty with cleaning out 18 plus inch ID risers because of the volume, the velocities with which to get debris out is fairly low or difficult to achieve when you're trying to get to difficult to achieve when you're trying to get to 100 feet per second. So what we did at Spoke was we said why fight gravity, essentially. The marine riser reversing tool allows you to pump conventionally, but kicks your fluid flow into the annulus so that your large annulus allows you to, so that, sorry?
Did you say you're from large annulus?
So that the large annulus is where you would clean your riser on the way down. You can slow down your pump rates, you can increase your contact time with your chemicals, and just allow the fluid to fall. This creates that annulus. You can pump down your drill pipe, but it creates the annulus by allowing the fluid coming from your tubing or your work string side to exit into that annulus between your drill pipe and your riser.
Busy road this time of day.
Yep. So it allows your fluid to enter into the annulus created by your riser and your work string through use of these cup type sealing elements. You run it just below the rig floor or just below your slip joint, whatever you're comfortable with. Any pressure that you garner below the tool is only going to help you seal better, and that's why they're designed as such. The fluid then returns at the bottom of your string back through your work string, and then it'll exit above these elements back into the annulus, above the elements.
Hold on 1 second, take it from above the
Yep.
elements. Just point at where it comes out.
It'll allow you to exit above the elements, exiting the work string into the annulus here through the port. The intent.
Hold on
Yep.
intent. Okay. The intent.
The intent is for the debris to travel via the work string, which means your AVs or your velocities are 5 to 7 times as high as they would be if you were trying to boost your risers. In which case, through use of our tool, you don't even need a boost pump. You can come back through the tool, or you can leave it isolated at the bottom and come back through your choke and kill lines, which have smaller internal diameters, still achieving high velocities to carry debris out. The tool can also be run at depth. When we run at depth, we simply flip the tool over, essentially running it upside down, so that when you are reverse circulating while it's at depth, you're pressuring up again and opening up the elements.
You're pressuring up the elements once that goes by.
You're pressuring up again and opening up the elements to give you better sealing capability. This version of the tool is what we call our static version. It's not meant to be rotated or reciprocated. However, we have designs in place that would allow you to rotate by changing to a bearing system under each element. The elements would then stay stationary, and then you can rotate the pipe underneath. Well in excess of 150, 160 RPMs. The other unique thing with Spoke Solutions, attempting to keep things simple and functional, and the fact that we don't or ever have any intentions of sending personnel offshore, was making sure that it could be serviced while offshore. So the elements do drag along the casing, but they are robust. They do go through restrictions, which is why we've tapered them as such. However, the cradle itself is designed to have 2 additional elements mobilized with the unit. Those would go here. If you needed to change those elements out, the cradle is designed for you to flip the unit or the tool vertically, and you would sit it into this portion of the cradle, giving you vertical access. Use a crane, air hoist, and the supplied bridle. You could remove the elements off the tool and reinstall the backups very simply. You would have to remove the butt joints, but making up and breaking pipe offshore is pretty seamless. So you can service the tool offshore. You can change the elements. However, we can't send 2 units out if desired. We believe this to be a game changer. It's a little unconventional, so people are having a hard time getting on board. But it's simple. As you can see here, aside of the elements, the tool is one piece, no moving parts. For all intents and purposes, we believe it to be fail-safe. The ports, the entry and exit ports on the tool that run through are 2.5-inch diameter. There's not too many things that would get stuck in the tool. And the pressure drop across the tool with 15 barrels a minute and
3,000 centipoise.
3,000 centipoise fluid is about 50 or 60
PSI.
PSI. Pretty minimal. We have a specifically designed test fixture to test each set of elements prior to mobilization. We can also, with that test unit, perform drift testing or test for restrictions, i.e. your slip joint having a smaller ID than the riser itself. We did a test with the 19 3/4 OD elements inside of 19 1/4 restriction, and it required about 3,000 pounds to push through.
The 20-inch element.
Or 20-inch element through
19 1/4.
3,000 pounds to push through, which you probably won't even really see on a Martin Decker. But, we're a boutique, we customize, so whatever size riser you have, whatever size restriction it is, we would address it accordingly.